Turn the beat up in the headphones for me.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adebisi Akinpelu, if you don't know. So yeah, I haven't posted a video in a couple of days and I just wanted to, check in and let you guys know what has been happening. So as you already read from the title, today's video is a story time about how I almost died on Christmas Day. And it's kind of also like a testimony because it could only have been God. So basically, the day started off. That's Christmas Day. Started off. You know, it wasn't the best day for me. In, I wasn't in the best frame of mind, and I'd been sick. I wasn't feeling too well days leading up to Christmas. Even now, I'm not at my strongest, but pushing through. So, anyways, the day started off not the best, and then later in the day, towards the evening, we decided to, me and my friends go to our family houses in on the mainland to see parents and family and stuff like that. So we went to my house last. This was in the evening. Saw my mom, saw my grandma. We chilled. I stole food. Normal things you do when you go home. And then we were heading back to the island. Everything was fine. Everything was going on smoothly. We were in the car, we were jamming Palazzo, Jiggy. We were really having a good old time. And then out of nowhere on Third Mainland Bridge, we enter like a ditch. And all of a sudden the car starts moving weird. So my friend is driving, I'm in the front seat, and my baby brother is at the back seat. Ideally, my baby brother should have been at home, right? But he said he wanted to come with me, and I was like, okay, sure, no problem. The car just stops working, and it literally stops, like comes to a full stop at the bottom of Third Milan Bridge. For those that don't live in Lagos or don't know about Third Milan Bridge, Third Milan is the bridge that connects the island and the mainland, and it's not the safest place that you want your car to break down, especially at night, because it was already around, I think, 8:30, 9 p.m. So, anyways, the car stops and we're like, okay, we can't be here too long. So we're trying to figure out what happened. We're checking the battery, trying to see, what happened. Out of nowhere, it starts with one guy, comes out of nowhere, and he's forming, oh, he's going to help us, he's going to help us. If you live in Lagos, you always have to be guided. You always have to be careful. From one guy, it turns to three. From three, it turns to five. From five, it turns to eight. From eight, it turns to 10. From 10, it turns to 12. And we were surrounded by almost 15, or about 15 area boys. Again, if you don't live in Nigeria, area boys are like, I don't know the proper English to use, but they're not they are not there to help you. Let's just put it like that. So, anyways, we're still there trying to figure out what's happening with the car, and also we're getting scared at this point because we're surrounded by a bunch of quote unquote hoodlums, so like area boys, and it was getting really scary. So, at first they were calm, then they started getting riled up. At this point, my brother is in the back seat. Imagine all these children nowadays. He doesn't even understand what's going on. He's just there chilling, having the time of his life. In his mind, he's like, oh yeah, they're here to help us. How naive. Me and my friend, on the other hand, were freaking out. So at this point, I had moved to the front seat, that's the driver's seat, because he was outside. And I just kept on trying to start the car. Out of nowhere, these boys start getting aggravated and they start getting angry, they start getting violent. They're talking about how we have to give every single one of them money. They're even giving us what's it called? Minimum spend. They're telling us um they're going to take 50K each. Mind you, in this place, right, people die for less. Like you hear of stabbings, shootings, how they would rob people, rape them, kill them. So I'm totally freaking out. They start getting violent, and at this point, we knew, okay, we're gonna get robbed, and we're like, fine. The point, like, we're ready to give them everything we have. We just need to get out of there alive. My voice is shaking because I think as I'm talking about it, I'm reliving the experience and the fear. It was very intense. So we're trying to, like, it's us, it's we trying to form conversation, trying to figure out, God, what's gonna happen. We're like, okay, fine. If they're going to take everything, let them take everything. So far we live there alive. Then when they start getting violent and you can see they're already fighting at this, out of nowhere, this Jeep, this black Jeep, pulls up in front of the car. So mind you, the car is on the side of the express. Cars are just going, and trust me, nobody is going to stop because you're on your own. So the Jeep pulls up like right in front of where we're parked on the side of the road. And the Jeep, mind you, this is like 8:39 p.m. It literally just pulls up. The Jeep doesn't have didn't have any plate number. It was tinted. And then four weird looking men just came down from the car and started walking towards us. At this junction, let's even wait. So when they start come down, they start walking towards us. These people are wearing random clothes. They don't look like, people usually be having conversations with. All the 15 area boys that gathered us ran. That was my first trigger because the boys started to run. Some crossed the road, ran into the express. They could have been hit by the car. Others were running backwards. They even left their slippers on the road and ran. So in my mind, I'm like, if these ones are running, who are these people and what's about to happen to us? In my mind, I'm like, see, we live in Nigeria and we all know how Nigeria has been recently. In my mind, I'm like, okay, we're getting kidnapped. That all that went through my mind is either we're getting kidnapped or it's like unknown gunmen, or these ones are like Agba robbers. These ones are gonna be the ones to like they're bigger robbers than the ones that just left. These ones they're gonna shoot us and that's it. Because when one was approaching, I saw like the his gun, like a gun on the side, like I could see the outline. So we wanted to run, but then again, where are we running to? If we move forward, the guys are from the Jeep are coming forward. If we move backwards, the 15 hoodlums that were just about to probably stab and rape us and do all of that, they're that way. We cannot cross into the express because car is going to hit us. And I'm just like, okay, this is how I die. And the worst part is, I know it's somehow to say, but my major concern was my brother. I'm like, my mother's two children at the same time. Why did I take him? At least if it was just me, I mean, I don't want my friend to get hurt either, but if it was just us, okay, but why did I have to take my junior brother, like my mother's two children, at the same time? I was, the fear, I was in so much fear that I started bleeding. Like a period that I did not have came out of nowhere because of all the fear, like the amount of anxiety and fear that I was in. And then see me panting as I'm talking about it because it really was that scary. I haven't spoken about it since the night it happened. I've just been, existing. But now that I think back, oh my god, it was so scary. So, anyways, back to the story. The guys are walking towards us, right? The area boys have run away, and we're there contemplating what's going to happen. The four men finally get to us, and then me, I'm already begging because what else is gonna happen? I have to beg. They now say, "Oh no, they're actually the police." I'm like, hmm? Because the car they came in did not have plate number. They were not dressed. They did not have any form of ID card. And another thing you need to consider is we know what we hear about Nigerian police. On the same Christmas day, a Nigerian police officer shot someone that died. It's been online all through. So we weren't very sure. Anyways, they came, they said the boys that the reason they ran is because of them, that they still stabbed somebody there, like a few people there, that their car broke down a few days ago, that we should not worry, they're there to protect us. And that's what they actually did. They stayed with us. They tried to first figure out what was wrong with the car. They checked, they made sure we were okay. They looked for a towing van for us and got the car towed away out of there. And they did not leave us until we were in quote unquote safety. So they towed the car all the way to, they got a towing van that came and helped us tow the car to Ikoyi, and they left. Mind you, these people did not ask for 1 naira. When we were leaving, I collected their phone numbers because I was so grateful, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come see you guys and thank you guys. My mom wants to speak to you guys, all of that. I've been calling these people for almost a week now. Sunday to today is Friday, so that's like 5 days. They're not picking. It's either their number is not going or they're not picking the phone. And it just shows, like, to me, all I can get from that is God was with us. It could only have been God, because the type of things that happen in that place, the type of stories you hear, the type of stories you read, that could have been it, but it could only have been God. Even the timing of when those men showed up, it was when the area boys were getting violent and they were getting ready to attack us. They came at the perfect time. They helped us. They did not ask for 1 naira. Even the guy that towed the car, they told him not to even discuss money with us. He should just get us out of there first. And I am just so grateful to God, because it could only have been God. And part of what was going through my mind is, there's this Bible passage that I say a lot, and my mom says it a lot. I even say it as a joke most times, like in conversation. I say, I abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I truly was abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. That's Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. God sent those people to help us at the time we needed it the most. When they were getting violent, when we were getting scared, when everything was going all the way left, that's when they showed up. And they did not show up asking us for anything. They didn't collect 1 naira. Which Nigerian police do you know that will not collect 1 naira or even ask? It was just so, I just feel so blessed and grateful, because it could have been another story. It could have gone south, and I probably might not even have been here, but God was with us and God came through for me. And for that, I'm grateful. So, yeah, after we towed the car to a friend's house and we brought a cab home. We got home like around almost 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. thereabout. And yeah, that's how my Christmas day went. So the purpose of me doing this video is not just to tell you a story. I mean, it is a story that it's a cool story. It's not cool, but it's a good story. But it's also my way of testifying, because I want everybody and anybody to know that God God came through for me. He really did, and I am so grateful and so blessed and so happy that everything happened the way it did, and everything played out the way it did. We were not hurt. We didn't lose anything. I mean, the car can be fixed, but we left that situation with our lives, with our health, with our things, even the material things that we were ready to give away. We didn't have to do that. And yeah, so that's basically how my Christmas day went. I've been dealing with all of that, and I've been trying to get back into, filming. I've just been in a place of numbness, because I also wasn't feeling well before all of this. And like I said, it triggered a quote unquote period. I said bleeding out of fear. So for the last few days, I've just been trying to get myself together and get back into the flow of things. So yeah, now that that is done, I want to use this opportunity to wish everybody that I did not get to wish a Merry Christmas, a happy holidays. I hope you had the best holiday. I hope you had a great time and happy almost New Year. What are your New Year resolutions? What are you doing for New Year? I pray this New Year brings you all your heart desires. I pray you become everything you want in this new year. God will be there for you like He was for me. God will come through for you like He came through for me. And you will all abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So I feel like I'm preaching now. So, anyways, I just wanted to put this out there and let you know where I've been. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment, let me know if you've ever experienced something like this, or if you have any story similar, or just your opinion generally. I would appreciate that. And we're going to have a great 2023. We're going to have good content, we're going to grow, we're going to learn, and it's just going to be perfect. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I think I've said that like 3 times, but yeah, see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and please, I beg, not beg, I did beg, subscribe. Please. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. This channel has done more than I imagined in such a short amount of time. And I only have you guys to thank for that. And I am super grateful. And I'm glad you guys are on this journey with me. So, yeah, again, thank you so much, guys. And Happy New Year in advance. Or if you're watching this now, Happy New in the New Year. Happy New Year. See you in my next video, guys. Bye. Ha! YouTube, I love Come on. Bye, guys.